Hey everyone, it's Nico with Legacy Realty coming at you with the same shirt that I've been wearing in the last two videos because honestly, I wear different shirts in my videos. I shoot them all in one day to try to schedule them for 1 week and I forgot them at home. So if you're wondering if I'm wearing the same shirt, I am. I've just forgotten. So anyways, today is Tips Tuesday. If you have never seen these videos before, the reason why I do these videos is because I want to teach, train, and educate you guys. I say this every single week, and I will continue to say this, about what it means to be a buyer, seller, or a real estate investor or homeowner in today's market. And so the reason, like I said, why I do these videos is because I want to teach, train, and educate you guys so you can become the most informed buyer, seller, homeowner, home investor out there. And I also do these because I want to make a difference. My mission in real estate is to make a difference in the lives of others to help build life, wealth, and a legacy through real estate. And so that is why I do these videos. So today I'm talking about a bubble. Are we in a housing bubble? I've heard this so many times that the market's gonna crash, the bubble's gonna pop, everything's gonna be the exact same as 2008, the mortgage crisis. And so the media is actually leading people, surprise, surprise, to believe that we are in a housing bubble, that this is a different type of bubble before, that everything's going to pop and we're all gonna die. And that's what the media wants you to believe. They want to put fear in you. That's the whole point of the media today. You know, it's so much better to report on things that are disastrous rather than things that are good. So there are some sources too that are predicting there will actually be a rapid decline in housing prices and when the bubble does burst. So this causes everyone, buyers, sellers, those who are just paying attention to what is going on. This causes everyone to actually be confused because then we don't know what's true, what's really going on. So I want to try to cut through the noise. And so I've actually got a lot of these too from Lon Welsh. She's the president and founder of Your Castle Realty. So a lot of what I'm saying here, I'm gonna post a link to the actual article itself in this description of the video. A lot of what I'm saying here is just a repeat of what is being said in the article. This guy I've met him and he's just incredibly smart and knows exactly what goes on in the market and does quarterly market update videos. So he's the expert here. So as far as the media with regards to the current housing shortages, some are trying to actually liken it and what's happening to what happened in 2008 and 2009. And in reality, there's actually very little evidence that we are in a housing bubble like the one we saw all those years ago. So one major factor is the job market, unemployment rate. So back in the Great Recession, the unemployment rate hovered around 10%, making it actually hard for people to afford their mortgages, many of whom should have been unqualified. What we really saw was that lending practices were actually super lax. It was super easy to get a loan that you should have been able to unqualify for, that you should not have been able to get. So a lot of people got into debt when they shouldn't even have had that loan to begin with. And so it made it super easy for them to actually get into a home, to receive their loans in the first place. And lending standards are actually much healthier now than they were during the days of subprime mortgages, when some people were practically using their homes like ATMs. As of April of 2022, the unemployment rate was just at around 3.6%, so it's a lot lower than the 10% that we saw during the Great Recession. So do not expect to see a huge surge of inventory when all these homeowners go belly up. Meaning that like a lot of last year, we saw a lot of people start to go into forbearance, and because, you know, of just the pandemic, losing their jobs, but at the same time, Congress said you couldn't evict people out of their homes. And so a lot of people in Denver thought all these homes are going to come on the market because everyone's in forbearance and they won't be able to actually pay off that debt. And what we really saw was that only 18% were actually in trouble. Foreclosure activity is at an all-time low right now because of how much equity they built in their home. So they took that equity out and were able to put that equity into their forbearance, and we're able to actually exit out of forbearance. So again, lending standards are nothing like the early 2000s. They're so much more stricter than they are today than back then. Mortgage debt is not a challenge. Mortgage debt is at about 3.8% today, compared to the 7.2% it was in October of 2007, compared to the 6.2% it was in January of 1991, compared to the 4.4% it was in January of 1980. So we're good there. Estimated home price performance. Home prices will probably not go down, but the rate of appreciation will slow down dramatically. The average home appreciation rate historically has been about 4 to 6% year over year. In the last couple of years, we've seen, because of supply and demand, we've seen it actually at 10%, 15%, a little bit at 17%. So home prices probably won't go down, but home appreciation rate will slow down. And then historically, real estate is a phenomenal investment. Being an investor in a high inflation time is like having a cash machine. So like real estate has always been a solid real estate investment. And a solid investment to your portfolio, and renting out a property during a high inflation time with low inventory, it's like I said, you have a cash machine. So that's why I don't believe that we're in a housing bubble. I would love to hear your thoughts about what is going on, maybe in your market, or at least in the Denver market. And so if you have any thoughts, if you have any questions, if you want to talk more about this, reach out to me. If not, even if you're like, hey Nico, let's grab coffee, I will buy you coffee. It doesn't have to be Dunkin' Donuts. It can be at your favorite coffee shop. And I'm always down to find a new coffee shop because I'm always at a coffee shop. So I hope you're all having a great day. I hope you're all having a great week. And until next week, I will see you all later.